Welcome to another TMGeek rookie match. I am your host with the most, Kevin, the Philosopher Poss, and I am joined by my partner, Aaron Canole. How are you, buddy?
Good, man. Happy to be here. The light is clearly shining down on you, and we are excited to get these. This is, I believe, if I'm correct, the last rookies we have. So clearly somebody wants them to play well, but I'm excited to get this going.
I didn't realize how like pale I was until just now. I apologize to the folks at home for that.
Guys, he was in Blade Trinity. He's the reason it turned out the way it did.
There you go. All right. Anyway, so yes, we are here for our last rookie matchup. This is the final rookie matchup after the 7 o'clock matchup that you just watched between Kaiser Huang and Dub's Rick Foster. That matchup was awesome. Hope you caught it. If not, go back, check it out. So this matchup is Bruce Boyd, the Shark. Most of you have seen him all around TMG and probably around other fan leagues as well. Against an interesting character, I must say, JakeTato, Jake Riese, and I'm interested to see both of their geek knowledge and see how this wraps up in as far as the rookies go. As Meg and I were talking about in the last match, this has kind of been the season of the rookie. I mean, we've had big showings by Brittany Tapley and Alex Martinez and Tyler Birch. So what are your thoughts, Aaron?
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting to see, especially because with the way the initial building of the league kind of shook out with, the one match and then the tournaments, you kind of almost instinctively very quickly gathered a set of people at the top, and that would be going back and forth. I mean, already we've seen David and Joe play twice, and I'd certainly love to see them play a third time should David earn that, but it's nice to see some new people coming in and very quickly saying, I can be a threat too when I get there. So it's been fun to see.
Very true. All right, well, let's get these guys in here, talk to them, and then we will move forward with the match. We will start off with the Shark himself. He is Bruce Boyd. How are you, my friend?
Hey, man. I'm good. I'm excited to debut my very first Geek match ever in any league, so I'm excited to test my knowledge here. And, we'll see what happens. Here to have fun, maybe score some points. Who knows?
Hey, yeah, that's what it's all about. So how have you, you said first Geek match. I'm just interested to know, how have you prepared? How does it differ from your regular prep as far as, say a horror match? I know you're big into horror.
Yeah.
This kind of shrinks the mold a little bit. How do you prep for something like this?
Well, I definitely know my strengths and weaknesses, so I kind of prepped up more on the stuff I was not so sure on, that I knew that Star Trek I know a little bit about, but I'm not the top tier on. So I prepped a little bit on Star Trek. I watched a couple movies I haven't seen in a while. I went back and rewatched a couple of Harry Potter movies, and man, just watched a little bit of stuff I'm not so sure on, and the stuff I'm okay on I kind of just stayed away from, because I know that there's a lot of stuff in Geek, and the animated Geek. I went back and watched some animated movies, so yeah, I'm excited to see where I rank in Geek and what I can learn from and stuff like that. So it could be interesting.
Absolutely. Hey, Aaron, what do you have for the Sharks?
Not much, man. Just as with all the rookies, excited to see you make your debut, and I like your expectations. We've definitely seen people who have come in, and you can tell. I mean, Alex has sat in on more title level matches than anyone who had never competed, so I'm sure he wants to get there as a competitor. I like seeing somebody come in with the expectation of, let's just get some points on the board, one foot in front of the other. I like it, man. Looking forward to this.
All right, best of luck to the Shark, and we'll drop you to the back for just a minute as we bring forth the JakeTato himself, Jake Riese. How are you, my friend?
Hey, I'm having a great time. Always good to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, absolutely, my friend. How are you doing, and how have you prepared for the said match?
Doing good, doing good. So, A, played a bunch of Pokemon Snap. B, watched all of the Mighty Ducks films. C, wrote some Tarantino questions. That's what I've been up to lately.
There you go. All of those do not apply, but you win points in my heart for that Tarantino one. I promise you that. So yeah, I know we're excited to have you here. Aaron, anything for Jake before we get started?
So can you repeat that list again? What have you done to prepare? I just want to hear that again.
All right, so A, new Pokemon Snap. B, Mighty Ducks. C, write Tarantino questions.
All right. You know what we can do to help them? I know there are definitely Pokemon movies that exist. So between my minimal knowledge and whatever Kevin's knowledge is, we'll half-ass one. All right. We'll do that.
There we go.
We will half-ass a question on the spot. You'll know when it's coming, but it'll be half-assed.
We'll just throw it out there. All right. So we
What's
appreciate
the Pokemon that the kid uses?
in Pallet Town. I know that's a place. All right. So
Oh, God, that's more than I know.
we will drop. Well, no, we're not going to drop Jake. We're going to bring Bruce back, and then we're going to go over some rules. I'll go over the total match rules, and then I'll let Aaron go over the other rules because he is better at that than I am. So your overall match rules, you get 30 total points possible earned. You can also earn other points. You get 3 repeats, 1 challenge per competitor. Please keep your hands up throughout the match. Your round-by-round breakdown. So in the first round, you get 10 points possible earned. In round 2, 10 points possible earned plus the steal opportunities. And then round 3, 10 only points possible earned. And I will let Aaron take it away with the rules for round number 1.
Absolutely, guys. In round number 1, you guys are going to get 10 questions. Each is related to a different geek category randomly selected for you to answer from. If each question is worth 1 point, if a competitor here gets all 10 questions correct, you will get an extra bonus question that will be worth 1 point. You guys also have repeats and challenges. Each competitor has 3 repeats they can use throughout the entirety of the match. And you have 1 challenge should you need it, but God help us, I hope we don't. Guys, aside from that, are there any questions?
Good.
All right, and just as a friendly reminder, please be sure to keep your hands on screen at all times. No problems with that so far through the intros, but it's worth a shout.
Yep, and you know we'll be pretty lenient, but we'll talk you through it in the private chat as necessary. So keep your eyes on that. All right, so good luck, gentlemen. I'm going to pass it on over to Aaron for question number 1.
All right, and it's something that's kind of sort of related to Pokemon, but not really. We're going to go to animated films for your first category. Your question is, in the Lego movie, what is the super weapon called that Emmett is tasked with saving from the evil Lord Business? This is a good example of one of those newer Geek movies that's been added. You wouldn't look at the brick guy and say Geek, but you look at everything around him and you go, yeah, that counts.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
All right, and we're going to go ahead and go to Bruce.
I just said the Mega.
And Jake.
I wrote Megaton Bomb.
Those do sound very threatening, but we were looking for Crazy Glue, better known as the Craggle.
Oh, the Craggle.
All right, well, the pressure of the perfect round is off, so
Yes.
let's see if we can get one correct here. With
Good job, boys.
Wizarding World is your second category. And the question is, what type of creature does Mad-Eye Moody turn Draco Malfoy into when he catches him about to curse Harry with his back turned in Goblet of Fire?
I've always loved this scene because it's the closest you'll ever get in a PG-13 film to cursing a child out.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And animal abuse.
Hands up. Let's go to Jake.
Draco Malfoy, the amazing bouncing ferret.
Ah,
Oh,
dang it.
what'd you get, Bruce?
I put Weasel.
Oh, close.
Oh, close.
Oh,
It
my
is
God.
ferret, bro. It is a ferret. All right. We'll go to the MCU with Aaron.
All right, boys. This is going to be in the category of the MCU. And your question is, who plays Nova Prime, or civilian name Irani Rail, in Guardians of the Galaxy? I like that extra tidbit. Like, that would help fucking anybody.
Oh, I remember her civilian name there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
All right, let's go ahead and go to Bruce.
I have the correct answer, but it's written in invisible ink somewhere over here.
Okay. All right. We'll handle that one later. Jake?
I wrote John C. Riley, which sounded good until you said her.
He's in the movie.
I did say that. He does work with her. She also likes to kill puppies. Glenn Close.
Close.
That is right. That is right.
She also twerks.
She also twerks. All right, let's go to Middle Earth, boys, for in category number 4. In The Two Towers, who does Gimli ask to toss him to escape the approaching Uruk-hai? You ever been tossed, Aaron? Never mind. I'm going to count down now. 7, 6, 5, 4.
6 foot and 300 pounds? No, that'd be very good.
And let's start with Jake.
Aragorn, not a word to the elf.
Bruce.
Yeah. I just put the dwarf.
It is Aragorn. Jake takes a 2-0 lead.
Yes,
I did not know where you're going with that, Aaron.
Listen, you're the one before I could speak that insinuated I could go somewhere terrible with that.
I did. All right.
Besides, the only thing I can toss is my salad. Here we go. Category number 5 is going to come in X-Men. These are the Marvel films that have since been discontinued. Your question is, what is the name of the cybernetic soldier sent back in time to kill Russell in Deadpool 2?
I open myself up to that one.
I think that's what people say when they get their salad tossed.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Keep them coming.
Hands down.
All right, let's go ahead and go to Bruce.
Cable?
And Jake.
Cable.
That is correct. The least basic of cable.
Bruce has now put up a point. There you go, buddy.
On the board. That's all I wanted.
Hey, that's
one foot in front of the other. Let's do it.
That's exactly right. 3-1. All right, so we'll go to question number 6, which falls in the DCEU, or Worlds of DC. What is the name of Enchantress's brother, the co-antagonist of Suicide Squad?
Oh my god!
Almost tripped over my words there.
So, if Enchantress is the antagonist, and our answer is the co-antagonist, would Warner Brothers be the third antagonist of this film?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We'll go to Jake.
I wrote Carpaggio.
All right, Bruce.
I didn't write anything. I should have wrote Carpaggio though.
Incubus. Incubus is his name.
Oh,
Also,
the band.
Also a good band. I was about to say.
Yes.
Chicka, chicka, chicka.
Also a good band. All right.
We'll move away from the DCEU to a franchise with a slightly more consistent rate of good films, Star Trek. And your question is, who composed the score for Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan?
Great.
It is a great score, I will say.
I was going to say, I really love it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
All right, let's go ahead and go to Bruce.
Yeah, so composers, James Horner.
And Jake.
Jerry Goldsmith.
Rest in peace to the man. It is James Horner. Bruce gets the point.
Good one. Good
Bruce
one.
actually hits it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Sometimes
Jerry
you pull,
Goldsmith, the go-to
sometimes you
guest
pull
star.
one right out of your ass, and Jake actually pulls the man that has composed the most Star Trek films. So great pulls by both in this round. All right, let's go to Star Wars. Star Wars is your next category. Who portrays the junk trader Unkar Plutt in The Force Awakens? $60 portions.
Also, I know that Jake got this
That was
right.
my
That's your impression.
Yeah, that was bad. 5, 4, 3.
I'm not gonna try. I'd probably offend somebody.
We'll go to Jake
Simon Pegg.
and Bruce.
That makes a lot more sense. I said some guy.
Simon Pegg is correct.
He is some guy, just not specific enough to give you the answer for that one. And we're gonna go to DC Films. DC Films. And your question is, in what Superman film will you see the main antagonist steal a strand of Superman's hair?
I'd steal a strand of Soup's hair.
Are you kidding me? To make a weave out of that thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how awesome that would look.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
Let's go ahead and go to Bruce.
All right. Totally got this one. I don't know. Superman 2.
And Jake.
I winged a guess at Superman 3.
One more. Superman 4.
The Quest for Peace. All right.
No wonder it's considered the worst film.
Seriously, I was about to say. All right. So category 10, I went back in time and chose plot summary as the category. Plot summary. So I'm going to give you the plot summary of a geek film, and you give me the film. A small Alaskan town experiences an extended amount of time with a little to no sunlight. Though most residents head south during this time, a handful decide to stay, a decision they soon regret when vampires descend on the town. Yeah, I figured we'd mix it up. I don't know why I did it on the last rookie match, but hey, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Because you want to torture us.
Yeah, we'll go to Jake
30 Days of Night.
and Bruce.
It is actually a pretty good movie, 30 Days of Night.
And they both
Well,
get
that wasn't that torturous, was it?
nice way to end round number 2 for both gentlemen. So we move to round number 2 with a score of Jake 5, Bruce 3. A great round 1, if I do say so myself. And Aaron, if you don't mind, sir, take over the rules for round number 2.
Absolutely. We are going to bring up a digital wheel that will be spun for our opponents. The first category you land on, unless it is opponent's choice. If you do not like it, you do have the chance to spin again, but you must keep your second category. Remember, there is also spinner's and opponent's choice on the wheel. Whichever category you end up with, by however you get it, you will get 5 questions, each worth 2 points for a max of 10 points. If you feel you need a little extra help, you can go to multiple choice, but that will be worth 1 point. Opponents, don't zone out. Pay attention, because if your opponent misses, you will have the chance to steal for however many points it was worth when they missed the question. You also keep all your repeats and challenges into round 2. You both still have 3 repeats with a challenge on deck.
All right, guys. So your wheel is up. I'm going to go ahead and click it as I scroll down and read.
Is it? Okay. Is this my spin or?
I'm priming it
He's
now.
just priming it.
I'm priming it now, and I'm going to go ahead and read off what the categories are on the wheel for tonight. So they were posted in the chat, but I'm going to read them off for the folks at home in no particular order and not revealing any strengths. Your categories tonight are Marvel, Animated Geek, Harry Potter, that's no Fantastic Beasts, Star Wars, Heroes and Villains, Carl Urban Geek Films, movie release dates, and Star Trek, and of course, spinners and opponent's choice. So it has been primed now. And Jake, you have the lead, so you have the decision. Would you like to spin first, or would you like to defer to your opponent?
I will defer. Thank you.
You will defer. All right, so Bruce, your spin is up, and your spin is in. And it lands on movie release dates. I'll give you a couple seconds to think about that.
Movie release dates. Let's see. Should I channel my inner Ben Bateman? I'm gonna go ahead and spin again. Test the fate here.
All right, gonna spin again. So whatever it lands on, since nothing's been used, will be kept by Bruce in round 2. And it's a good choice because it's spinner's choice. So would you like for me to reread those categories for you there, Bruce?
Why not? I like to hear your voice.
All right, absolutely. My dulcet tones will reread those. It is Marvel, Animated Geek, Harry Potter, that's No Fantastic Beasts, Star Wars, Heroes and Villains, Urban Geek Films, that's Carl Urban, movie release dates, Star Trek, and then spinners and opponent's choice.
Let's do Marvel.
Marvel films. All right. So I will give you those 5 questions. As Aaron said, Jake, don't be sleeping over there. You will have a chance for steals if Bruce were to miss, but Bruce, also don't forget about multiple choice. So here we go. 5 questions coming your way in the realm of Marvel. All right. Your first question. In the 2003 film Daredevil, not wanting his son to end up like him, Matthew Murdock's father told him to be a blank or a lawyer. Multiple choice or answer?
I'm going to say doctor. Final answer.
Doctor is correct for 2 points. All right. So good pull there. Question number 2. Who portrays Dr. Gravity in Kick-Ass 2?
Oh, man.
Answer multiple in 5.
Multiple
4.
choice, please.
All right, multiple. Is it A, Donald Faison, B, Morris Chestnut, C, Augustus Prue, or D, Matt Steinberg?
Yeah, it's Donald Faison. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question in Marvel. Oh, as I lose it. All right, here we go. Your third question in Marvel. In Kingsman: The Secret Service, what is the name of the professor played by Mark Hamill that is held captive by Valentine's thugs and then, when questioned by Harry, has his head explode?
Huh. A movie I should have watched. We're gonna go multiple choice on that one.
All right, multiple. All right. Is it A, William James, B, James Arnold, C, Jonathan Peters, or D, Peter Alexander?
Can I hear the choices one more time?
Absolutely. You get a free repeat of the choices. Is it A, William James, B, James Arnold, C, Jonathan Peters, or D, Peter Alexander?
I'm gonna go Peter Alexander.
Peter Alexander is incorrect, so I'm going to go to Jake with the steal opportunity. I'll reread the question and the options, and then you can give me the answer. In Kingsman: The Secret Service, what is the name of the professor, played by Mark Hamill, that is held captive by Valentine's thugs and then, when questioned by Harry, has his head explode? Is it A, William James, B, James Arnold, C, Jonathan Peters, or D, Peter Alexander?
I'm gonna go with C.
C, Jonathan Peters is incorrect. We were looking for James Arnold, Professor Arnold.
I was trying to see what sounded right, with Mark Hamill.
Yeah, exactly. All right, no shame in that. That was a tough question. All right, so your fourth and penultimate question in Marvel. In X-Men Origins Wolverine, in which city do Logan and John find Gambit playing cards?
Oh, that's New Orleans.
That is correct for 2 points. And your fifth and final question in Marvel. In Men in Black, what is written on the side of the exterminator truck that Edgar uses to load up the saucer and find Rosenberg?
Wow.
Oh, God. Good question. Man, what's this?
Answer multiple than 5, 4.
I'm going to go for it. Bug Be Gone.
Cool. All right, we're going to go to Jake for a multiple deal. In Men in Black, what is written on the side of the exterminator truck that Edgar uses to load up the saucer and find Rosenberg? Five, 4, 3.
Bug Zapper.
So close. We were looking for Zap'em. And Bug Be Gone was actually
one of the multiple choice options.
Was it? Good
Yeah, that's
thing I didn't go multiple choice because that's what I would have said.
Yeah, you probably would have guessed that anyway. So, all right, that's crazy.
Jeff's Kiss. Great question.
Thank you.
It was.
Can I just say, as somebody who just recently watched all 3 of those movies, it is way better than the second one.
It is. I love that movie. That is one of my favorites. All right. So anyway, great Marvel round for Bruce. He takes an 8-5 lead over Jake, who is now up for his spin. Let's bring back up the wheel. And here we go. So Jake's first spin is in, and everything is still open. Oh, yes, except for Marvel. I'm sorry. And it looks like it lands on opponent's choice. All right, so Bruce is going to get to pick again. So let's see. So Marvel is out. I'm sorry, I said earlier everything was open. Marvel is out. So let's see, Bruce. What is available for you to pick for Jake is Animated Geek, Harry Potter, No Fantastic Beasts, Star Wars, Heroes and Villains, Urban Geek Films, movie release dates, and Star Trek.
Let's go ahead and give them movie release dates.
Movie release dates, and that since that is a favorite of one AA Ron Canole, I will let you take that one away and give those to Master Jake Taylor.
It's like, yep, headphones fell out. I needed a.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what? I don't even feel bad. This is one of the few times I get to brag. These are brought to you by me. Let's do this.
I was going to say,
right.
actually, written and brought to you by Aaron.
Jake, I apologize in advance, or maybe you'll do well. Let's see what happens.
All right, let's rock.
Question number 1 in the category of movie release dates, and as just a fresh reminder, you do have 3 repeats and a challenge. Question 1 is, what year was Star Trek Nemesis released in theaters?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice, please.
Okay.
Your options are A, 2002, B, 2003, C, 2004, or D, 2005?
02.
That is going to be correct for 1 point. He's now within 2 of Bruce, which means a 2-pointer could tie it up. Question number 2 in movie release dates is, what year saw the release of both the first Lord of the Rings film and the first Harry Potter film?
01. 2001.
Yeah, that is going to be correct. Yes. Don't worry, we wouldn't schmo down you. I know it wasn't 1901. All right. Question number 3. In what year did the mostly wanted to be forgotten Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull release?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice, please.
All right. Your options are A, 2004, B, 2006, C, 2008, or D, 2010.
2008.
That is going to be correct for another point.
Jake
And then we'll
making
see.
most of this opponent's
Mhm.
choice given to him.
It will take a 1-point lead. All right. Question 4. What is the first film of MCU's Phase 3, which was released in 2016?
In 5, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Ant-Man, B, Captain America Civil War, C, Doctor Strange, or D, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Doctor Strange.
That is going to be incorrect, so we will go over to Bruce for a 1-point steal. What is the first film of MCU's Phase 3, which was released in 2016? Your options are A, Ant-Man, B, Captain America Civil War, C, Doctor Strange, or D, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Ant-Man.
And we're looking for the one that came out in the middle of your 2 guesses, Captain America Civil War.
Close.
Yep.
All right. So if a correct answer off the bat could expand his lead to 3 points as we get to the final question in the movie release dates category, which is, in what year did each of the following Geek franchises release a film into theaters? The Wizarding World, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Transformers.
$2007.
That is correct for a big 2 points.
And
Good round, Jake. Good round.
Jake,
Thank you.
Jake did very well with that movie release date round. Some tough questions and some great answers. All right, so did well with what was given to him by Bruce. So he ends up with a 3-point lead. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, okay. My math is still right.
Yes.
All right, so we'll move on to round number 3, and I will let Aaron give the rules for round number 3.
In round number 3, you guys will get 3 questions. How will these questions be assigned to you? You are going to pick a number from 1 through 12. Each number has been randomly assigned to a category of question. The questions will be worth a different amount of points depending on how you give us the number. The first question is worth 2 points, the second question is worth 3 points, and the last question is worth 5 points. Bruce, as you are the person that's currently down on points, you will answer till you are in the lead, and we will continue back and forth until somebody has mathematically won the match. You guys also retain your repeats and challenges. I believe, unless I'm going to be corrected here, both of you still have all 3 repeats and your challenge retained for the final round. Are there any questions?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. So with that, Jake, you currently hold the lead, which means you will have the option to pick first. I need you to give me 3 numbers that fall between 1 and 12.
3, 8, and 7.
3, 8, and 7, which means, Bruce, I need 3 numbers that fall between 1 and 12 that are not the 3 Jake just said.
1, 5, and 11.
All right. Easy enough. So with that, because Kevin read to Bruce in round number 2, I will read to you in round number 3. All right. So, Bruce, for your 2-point question, you went with number 1, and that will land you in the category of Star Trek films. Star Trek films. All right. Here is your question for 2 points. Who directed Star Trek III: The Search for Spock?
Wow. All right. I
5,
know
4.
he directed one of them, but I don't think this is it. William Shatner?
It is unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for Bill Shatner's co-star, Leonard Nimoy.
Leonard Nimoy. Of course. Search for Spock is the director one.
All right, so the 2-pointer doesn't go Bruce's way. However, with this 3-pointer, he can tie the lead and send it back to Jake. You selected number 5, which will put us in the realm of scores and soundtracks.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. James Horner. Let's go.
All right. And your question is, what song plays as the Guardians of the Galaxy lay out their plan to Yondu and the Ravagers to defeat Ronan and get back the Power Stone?
Oh, God.
You do have all 3 of your repeats. You want to hit this or your 5 or both in 5, 4, 3, 2.
You repeat the question, please.
Okay.
Absolutely. Your question is, what song plays as the Guardians of the Galaxy lay out their plan to Yondu and the Ravagers to defeat Ronan and get back the Power Stone?
Oh, I just watched this movie too. Oh my God.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
It's not it. Sabotage.
We were looking for Cherry Bomb.
Yeah.
Cherry Bomb by the Runaways is the answer. All right, Bruce, you are not out of it yet.
Nope.
You got one more. You got a 5-pointer, and a correct answer on this one would give you a 2-point lead over Jake, meaning he would need to answer more than one or one of his harder questions in order to take victory. For it, you picked number 11, which will fall in the category of Marvel films.
I mean, if I'm going to go out, I guess. Go out on Marvel.
Go out on your shield, sir.
I know.
All right. Here we go. For 5 points in Marvel films, and remember, you do have 2 repeats, should you need them. In Venom, what is the full name of the doctor and scientist from the Life Foundation who is appalled by Carlton Drake's experiments and seeks out Eddie's help to expose him to the world?
Got 2 repeats. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the
1.
question.
All right, absolutely. That'll be your second repeat, Bruce. Your question is, in Venom, what is the full name of the doctor and scientist from the Life Foundation who is appalled by Carlton Drake's experiments and seeks out Eddie's help to expose him to the world?
5, 4, 3.
Why not? Last repeat.
All right.
All right, let's repeat. Here we go, Bruce. In Venom, what is the full name of the doctor and scientist from the Life Foundation who is appalled by Carlton Drake's experiments and seeks out Eddie's help to expose him to the world?
Oh, all right.
5.
Good match, Jake.
3.
Dr. Richard Kimball.
And your winner.
Freeze. Nope. I appear to have lost audio. I cannot hear anybody. But
We're looking for Dr. Dora Skirth. Dr. Dora Skirth. So that was a tough 5 on that Marvel question. Great job by both players, though, sticking in it. So we'll drop Bruce to the back. We'll talk to Jake first, and then we'll bring Bruce back in. All right. So, Jake, you get your first win in TMGeek, your first big win overall. So how are you feeling?
it feels so good to get a W after not winning anything forever. But yeah, it was a fun game. Those are some dirty questions. That was awesome. I loved it.
Appreciate it. And kudos to Aaron for that category has been literally sitting on there forever.
Oh, it's been.
I mean, we've been trying to like pawn that onto somebody. Like, come on, somebody take it. Somebody take it. Finally, you take it. You do very well in it. It wins you the match essentially. So
I do believe I did better than Bateman did last time with Opponent's Choice, or with both Opponent's Choice and
movie
release dates.
Possibly.
So I gotta thank the shades that I brought out. They brought the spirit of Ben Bateman out of me, so I was able to get those questions. That 2007 poll, man, that's a great question.
Thank you. I will take that with generosity.
There you go. All right, so looking forward, that puts you in a good place, being 1-0 amongst that group of rookies that are 1-0.
Yep, there you go.
Especially 1-0 with the TKO, that kind of sets you above some of the others. So yeah, hang on to those laurels. And we'll put you in the next match. I don't know exactly who it'll be yet, but I know we got some matches already loaded up for the next round. Aaron, anything for Jake before we close out?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, congratulations on the win, man. Always good to get started on a good foot here. My question to you would be, as you kind of said before the match, a lot of this coming into it was kind of raw dog knowledge. You've been doing a lot recently. You helped out Kevin with the Tarantino match, which, unfortunately, as much as Tarantino would like to include feet as a geek category, it does not qualify. So my question to you is, after getting your feet in the water with this match, no pun intended, what is something that you are thinking, maybe I want to check this out a bit more to straddle up for the next match?
Yeah, I should perhaps open up an IMDb page maybe, or maybe watch a movie. That's helpful, I find, in movie trivia. But I got lucky today, and I know luck is not going to be a factor that keeps me winning. So definitely going to do some research and figure stuff out and go from there.
All right, man. Well, great game.
Yep.
Thank you.
Congrats. And
thank you, guys.
All right, let's bring in our unfortunate second place finisher, Bruce the Shark. All right, 8 points. You put some points up on the board.
And that's all I wanted to do, man.
That's what, like you said, that's what you wanted to do. Had some tough round 3 questions, not gonna lie. But how are you feeling overall as far as the match goes?
I mean, I'm feeling, like I said, didn't really have huge expectations coming into this match. I knew a little bit, but I was, it went exactly the way I really needed it to go. I got spinner's choice and he spun opponent's choice. So, I mean, it went the way, he just had a really good round two with that movie release dates. I mean, there were some great questions in there, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe he pulled that. But yeah, man, kudos to Jake. He had he played a really good game, and I got the category I really wanted was Marvel, because that's the really category I thought I was most confident in going into it. So yeah, I just need to watch some more Star Trek films. Definitely need to watch more Star Trek films.
Yeah, Star Trek is definitely a lot of people's, I think, on a lot of people's weak side. All right, Aaron, anything for Bruce before we close out on this?
No, man, just to say as well, great game. Obviously it didn't go the way you wanted it to, but hey, if we're putting one foot in front of the other, you got 8 steps, and that's better than most 1-year-olds. So by the time we come back in year 2, we'll get a win for you. All right, man?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you'll definitely be back this season. We'll see you soon, Bruce.
Most definitely.
All right, thanks, buddy. And sorry, so that closes out our first set of rookie matches. Everybody at least has a record now, so we will reassess and see where everybody lands amongst the field, and kind of rejumble everybody up. Start putting on some more 1-on-1s, less of those rookie brawls. Yeah, I'm interested to get some of these 1-0s. I mean, going against each other and see who really has the stuff to outlast, and even getting them maybe against some veterans down the road. So these rookies are really impressing me. So I'm interested to see what they got. But what are your closing thoughts on the match, AA Ron?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a solid match from 2 competitors who, by their own admittance, came in here saying, I'm ready to play, but I didn't get all the studying I wanted done. I didn't get, this isn't, like Bruce said, this is his first Geek anything. So it's a little bit of a softer match in terms of, these guys aren't in here gunning for the belt off the bat, but they both showed they at least have a ground level knowledge. And now obviously Jake with that TKO will put him in a very interesting situation as one of the better ranked rookies going into his next match. So I look forward to seeing him coming in here and putting up that fight, and hopefully taking that 2-0 step and putting him one step further. And for Bruce, I mean, how can you not like a guy that smiles after a loss? So I hope he comes in here and gets that victory, man. Just good first steps for people. You don't always have to come out here batting 1,000 after your first match. It's just about getting in there, getting your feel for how it goes, and then pushing forward.
Exactly, man. I couldn't have said it better myself. I enjoy these like fun types of matches just as much as I enjoy the championships between Joe and David that are just those tense, you can't even hardly breathe type moments. So these are just as great. But anyway, that will be it tonight for myself, for Aaron, for Bruce, Jake, my beautiful girlfriend in the back, helping keep score and running production. Tune in. It'll be tomorrow night, Monday night, for picture-in-picture trivia. That will be at 9 o'clock on TMG Trivia YouTube channel. And then also check out, if you haven't already, the previous matches that have run today. That would be Andrea and Alan. And then also, who was the other one? I'm sorry. Kaiser and Rick. So check out both of those matches. We had a triple header today, so lots of matches happening in TMGeek, and season 2 is really running. So check out all the matches you can, and we will see you next time, everybody. This has been brought to you by Skynet. We will see you next time. Keep geeking out.